This is a meeting of the Parking Authority of Fairfield. It is a special meeting being held Monday, December 16th, 2024 at 7 p.m. in Sullivan Independence Hall, and also via conference call bridge.
Okay, great. Thank you, Eileen. Good evening, everybody. It's Rich Fitzgerald here. First on the agenda here is the need to approve the November 21st meeting minutes. Eileen sent them, I think, about a week ago. They were all in good order for me, so if folks didn't have any questions or comments, I'll make a motion here to approve those.
Second.
Okay, thank you, David. All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent. Next on the agenda here is a really important point. It's near and dear to my heart, and that's the election of the new Parking Authority Chair. As folks are well aware, my 2-year term is up right about now, I believe. 2 years went really quickly. I know, it did. I know.
I think it was 3 years, actually.
No, 2.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It seemed like 3, Greg, when you did it.
It's like dog years.
I trust your math.
we did check with the town as well, and the actual.
It's definitely 2 years.
Yeah. So we need to come up with a new chair here. I know.
Yeah, Greg, you nominated Mike in November.
Yeah.
So unless people have other people to nominate,
You have to say it like that, but that's okay.
you could go ahead and vote on that nomination.
Great. So thank you, Mike, Greg, for that recommendation here. Does someone want to second it?
I'll second it because
Yeah.
Greg made it. And,
Yeah. So I guess all in favor?
Aye.
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 Mike, congratulations. I know you're going to do great.
Our condolences.
I'm here for you. I'm still staying on, everybody, but
Good. That's good.
You'll be fine. But more importantly, thank you for your time and service.
Yeah, no, thanks. You set a great example. I think I definitely would like to just connect, not about business, but about just best practices and what's worked for you, Rich. And
yeah, 100%. Thank you.
So I officially start in January, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, the January meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Well, we can talk before then.
Yeah. There'll be a transition period. Announce your office appointment. No.
Yeah. Transition team.
Yeah, we got that covered. So, all right.
How are you going to do this?
Yeah.
The meetings for the.
Yeah, and Eileen, as we know, has done a wonderful job. Next on the agenda here is the proposed 2025 board meeting dates. Consistent with last year, or this past year, excuse me, I think we did every month with the exception of August, which is always a vacation time for everybody, always challenging with college returns and everything. So I'm not sure if folks had a chance to take a look at them, but we really just need a quorum for all of the meetings. We realize people are going to have time off, but if folks could take a look at them, I think they're generally in line with what we've done. It's the last Thursday of every month. So having said that, do I have to make a motion, or how will we handle this? Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have to formally approve them? Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about this? I'll make a motion to approve these, but if folks could take a look at their calendars over the next week or so before the holidays here, come back to myself or Eileen with any concerns or conflicts. But the goal here is clearly just a quorum. So, but let me know if you have any conflicts, and we'll try and work around them. And appreciate everyone's time, so.
Rich,
with that-
the only date, I took a look at, the only date that I know that I won't be able to make, it's on, I think it's March 27th.
Okay,
Yeah,
Got it.
everything's fine.
okay.
So I guess unless, we could either try and move.
Were you out
the
that whole
meeting-
week on vacation, or, like?
No,
not
it's just-
available?
It's, we have the firm has a meeting, that
Got it.
starts on the 27th. So I could do it
Okay,
the day before.
you could do
what
it
have you.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Let us, but clearly over the next day or two, or by the end of the week, just come back to any other potential conflicts, but we can flex that date, now, if that makes sense, and come back with a
You know what,
recommendation.
in
so.
advance, yeah.
Great.
Especially if you know that you can have a quorum in advance, then that we would change. Otherwise, we'll just
Yeah.
go along and see what happens each month.
Okay, good.
I mean, most of the time, everybody's here.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Next here is, Eileen's parking office report here, parking authority office.
Okay. Okay, so parking stats, December's usually high because a lot of people go in for the holidays, as well as the regular commuters, which have been growing. The average in December to date, which is only half the month, is about 960, whereas November was 910. Fairfield is averaging 87% utilization if I include Fridays.
Okay.
So that pulls the number down, but we've had
Yeah,
Tuesday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday, and
I was gonna text
Wednesday.
you on Tuesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday have been really busy, really, really busy. So I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen
Yeah.
after December. And if it's still high, we may have to talk to the town. Yeah. But right now, we're fitting people in, but sometimes only by a couple spaces.
Has anyone called? Has anyone called? Like
Um,
they circled the lot and they? Okay.
No, but we did have a couple people overflow into Mill Plain on 2 days.
Mm.
And they just parked, we didn't tell them to park there, but that's what they did.
Okay.
I guess remembering the old days, so.
Wow. Okay.
If that continues, that would be something we would wanna talk to the town, if we could re-rent the lot.
So when people overflow in a Mill Plain, are they paying or?
Yeah,
Yeah, because they've already paid
Yeah.
for the maintenance.
Oh, correct,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
They're oversell.
right. And Southport, if I add in Friday and I add in Trinity lot, their average is 50%. It's actually higher, but if I take those out, the lot itself has been full a couple days, but usually there's some spaces left. But it's coming back a bit more. Regarding day parkers in November, we had an average of about 265, and year-to-date daily average is about 240. Fairfield, in both cases, makes up 93% of the day parkers. For permits, we sold about 1,915, so a little over 1,900. Fairfield's 88% of that. This right now is about 2% fewer than FY24 and 15% fewer than the pre-COVID days. So it's still down over COVID, which is, remember we used to fill, a good part of Trinity Lot and a good part of Mill Plain. But it's pulling up. So I think we're going to definitely meet the number for FY24 for our permit sales.
Okay.
Whether it will exceed that is another story.
Okay.
But I think right now I'm saying it's going to be flat with last year. As far as other projects, I had the line striping done on the eastbound side in Fairfield, which made a big difference there. I don't know if you ever park over that way, but a lot of the spaces, the lines were completely gone. And so what was happening is people don't really know where to park, so they were parking further apart.
Mhm.
And so we were losing spaces. And so we had that done. They did it at night, like at
Jeez.
12 o'clock at night.
All right.
So it worked out perfectly. We didn't have to close any spaces. We didn't have to do anything like that. The HVAC work in Fairfield is continuing. All the heat's completed, and they've started the AC, and we have an inspection with the state tomorrow.
Okay. How's the coffee place? Were they happy? Have they said anything?
Yeah, everybody's been very, going along with it. We gave space heaters for those few days that we didn't have
Right.
heat when they were
It was
taking
cold.
the furnace in and out. And no, everybody's, they're,
You check it, do they say anything, or they,
no,
okay, good.
I check in with them all
All
the
right, good.
time, and they're very, they understand this is
Yeah.
what we're doing, and they're looking forward to the AC and the summertime and all of that. So, and they've already had heat. They really just had to rely on the space heaters for only a few days, so
Okay.
it wasn't so bad.
All right, good. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah. That's it for the report.
What about the, I'm looking for the letters on the poll.
I know, I have to call, them tomorrow, I've been
Yeah.
waiting,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna call and to
The
see
signage, okay.
what's happening. They could be very busy with other projects, I don't know,
Is it
but
a local signage place, or is it someone else?
it's Public Works is gonna
Public
have
Works,
them.
okay.
Yeah,
All right, if you could,
yeah.
I think that section, especially with all these people coming in for the holidays.
Yeah,
I have a hard time
sections
remembering.
would be great,
Yeah.
and so I'm gonna call and
Okay.
find out what, what's an expected
Okay,
completion date.
okay.
But that's been on my list for a while. And,
I mean, can I ask
yeah.
a question about the Mill Plain lot?
Yeah,
So, I have been one of those folks who's arrived at, not too late, but like 9 o'clock in the morning, and wondering if I'm gonna be able to park in Fairfield, or if I'm gonna have to, park in Westport, just because the lot is essentially full. So, with the snow season coming, and then the piles of snow in the parking lot, there'll be even fewer spots. My question is, should we get out ahead of the possible formal need to have overflow parking available on Mill Plain? There may be folks who don't know the history. And so I guess the question is, we don't need it every single day, right? It's really truly for just overflow situations, really on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I would guess. And is it worth just having a discussion about it to formalize that? I wouldn't want anybody to get towed just because they parked their car there, overnight, if they're going on a business trip and there aren't any spots in the lot or something like that. Again, just to get out in front of that, so that, if the need becomes critical quickly, we can put the plan into action and send a note out to people with permits and so on. Just a thought.
well, we're gonna meet with the town shortly, and we were going to, mention this and talk to them about it.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to be ahead of it by watching, and it's really just surprisingly, normally our busy months are September, October, because nobody's going anywhere, especially September. And then you get an influx again in November and December for holidays.
Yeah.
So what will be in January is always a mystery. So I'm trying to see what's going on, but I am very aware of what the parking situation is.
Yeah, it's really different.
I get counts,
moving target.
from our LPR, I get the counts. I go over there, I have the special officers that call and let me know everything. So, we try and stay really on top of it. But it's something we'll have to talk to the town about.
Yeah, and right sizing it, right? I mean, because we don't need the whole lot, but if, so I just.
Yeah. No, that's a good point, Mike. Only other item I think we forgot to mention also, just as a quick update, was the audit. Next, in January, we might just have a 10-minute update from the auditor. He'll probably dial in because he lives
pretty
a county away or so.
Yeah.
But just no issues that we're seeing. but I think it's just a good check the box in terms of, completion of the audit, and we could ask any questions that we may, ask of the auditor, so we're gonna set that up for next month, okay, everybody?
So, yeah, we're definitely gonna meet that
Yeah.
day in January?
Right.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
give them the
that's
date
good.
and let them know,
Mm-hmm,
well in advance.
good,
Okay.
good, that's
Alright.
it for the
Yeah,
agenda items here, we do have to,
so I'm
Rebecca,
gonna step away,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna lock this and no one else can.
yeah.
And okay.
Great. Thank you, Eileen. During the executive session, there were no votes or motions made amongst the board here. The next item here is just to make a motion to approve the annual compensation recommendations as a board here. So I'll make a motion here.
No, second.
David, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Excellent. With that, I'm going to make a motion here to adjourn the meeting at 7:27 p.m.
Who's gonna second it?
David, can someone
Aye,
second?
so second.
David's going to second it. All in favor?
Mhm. Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate all your support, and have a wonderful holiday season.
Okay.